Well, hello, welcome back to my channel. As you can see on the title, you know exactly what we're doing here today. So without further ado, let's get to it. It looks like New York. When you're in New York, I would suggest that you don't go into alleyways like this. Okay. Oh, before I start, I'm going to let everybody know that I'm going to watch the video the first time in its entirety. And I might go back later on just to kind of, talk about certain things. For example, this thing, there's something I want to talk about, but I'll talk about it later. So I'm going to go back again.
Every time I work, every time I run, every time I move, as always for us. Every time I look, every time I love, every time I hope, as always for us. 내 두 발은 선뜻 걸어 anywhere, J in the air. 그는 길이 희망이 되고자 하연하고 태어. Even my world was made of your love in your face. 보다 high, 저 멀리서라도 나비가 돼. Just walk lightly whenever you want. Go on hopefully wherever you walk. 누군가의 숨이 깃들여 있는 거리 내 영혼과 영원을 담을게 everywhere. Every time I walk, every time I run, every time I move, as always for us. Every time I look, every time I love, every time I hope, as always for us. Every time I walk, every time I run, every time I move, as always for us. Every time I look, every time I love, every time I hope, as always for us. Yeah. Oh, hell, the mighty survivor of hell. Plopped down from heaven to sail. Holy water that I scooped from the well. Fought tooth and a nail just to prevail. Muster ruthless as I move through the field. Feeling worried, in a hurry like a 2-minute drill. To make a couple mil off a lucrative deal. Selling train of thought, name an artist who could derail. You never see it like a nigga hula hooping in jail. I got a friend smart as fuck, but he's stupid as hell. He swear to God ain't real, since it ain't no way to prove it itself. As if the universe ain't enough. As if the volcanoes ain't erupt. As if the birds don't chirp. As if a trillion nerves don't work in a human body. Shit, who would I be without the creator of this theater beside me to gently guide me? Some days I wonder if I need to pick a different hobby. I'm deep in with this rapping, that's all a nigga know. I never did nothing better, it's hard to let it go. But like a father watching his daughter walk down the altar with tears in his eyes, you gotta let her grow. And so I shall, but first I've been honing my style. Coders around with more quotables than what the quota allows. You see a top 10 list, I see a golden corral, nigga. As the moon jumps over the cow, I contemplate if I should wait to hand over the crown and stick around for a bit longer. I got a strange type of hunger. The more I eat, the more it gets stronger. The more it gets stronger. I said the more it gets stronger. Jhope. Cold world. Every time I walk, every time I run, every time I move, it's always for us. Every time I look, every time I love, every time I hope, it's always for us. Every time I walk, every time I run, every time I move, it's always for us. Every time I look, every time I love, every time I hope, it's always for us.
Okay. Oh, more. Okay, there was so much to talk about, and let me get my thoughts straight. Okay, so I'm not going to dive into the lyrics or anything like that. It just I was caught by some clips, some sceneries I want to talk about. So let's go back. Okay, let's talk about some scenes, right? So the first scene here, when he is talking to that little kid, like it gives me it reminded me of Astronaut when Jin was talking to the little girl, tapping her head before he took off. It's the same message, in my opinion, that J Hope is telling the little kid, I think it's 9, 10 years old, that's us army, that he needs to go on to his next role, being the military, and he's sending us off and we'll be fine. And he's telling us that you'll be okay. And say goodbye, high five. Then the kid went off. They go their separate ways. That's what we're gonna do. And the kid will turn around because we armies we can't let go. Okay, so we turn around and say goodbye, and he wave us off, saying that you'll be fine.
Every time I work, every time I run.
And then he talk about every time he walk, every time he run, every time he sing or dance is for all of us. So he is doing everything for us. So we should do everything we can for them, and for J Hope as well. Just stay where we are, still stream their songs, support them, support whoever members still not enlisted yet, or even when they after they enlist, support the company. Come on, a lot of people talking shit about hype. There's no perfect company, and we gotta trust BTS that they are adults. So they know what they're doing. So all those talk about hype being not fair, whatever, I don't know. We need to just kind of like don't get involved. But anyway, the next thing I want to talk about is when he goes to the subway, right? And when he's in the subway,
It's always for us.
it reminds me of Danger. I don't know about you, but it just when I see this, I was like, Danger. Especially when the train came over later on. Like here when the train came and he started dancing, I don't know. It reminded me of Danger. Okay. So then the other, okay, I'm not gonna talk about the lyrics. I think it's too deep for me, but I think it's talk about God, so we'll talk about later. And then the next thing that's really gave me a heartache is the one that when Jehovah is in the train on his own by himself, like he's on the train on his own, reminding me of Spring Day and Yet to Come. But at that time, he was with all the boys. Now he's on the train by himself, heading off to the military and leaving us behind until he comes back. So this give me the vibe, and it's like, oh no, please, Joe, don't go. Okay. And then the next thing was that when he come out from the
Every time I run,
subway,
every time I move, every time I love.
that he's walking and reminding me of the same scene in Astronaut when Jin was walking on the street. The only difference was that in Jin's video, he got bumped into by people. He got a lot of stop sign telling him to stop, but he has to go. Versus J Hope, there's nobody stopping him. He just willingly, I think it kind of matches his lyrics, that he's going places willingly. So he's willingly going to the military. Not to say that Jin was not willing to go. It's just like he was the first one. So a lot of people are trying to stop him and trying to say that, oh, BTS should get exemptions and put the pressure on the government. There are a lot of things that was in front of him, a lot of obstacles. So he could not really tell the world that he was going to the military. So shut the F up. So, whew, calm down. Okay, the next one I want to talk about, calm down, Marianne, calm down, is here So when he met J. Cole, if I recall, I have to apologize for my ignorance, right? I don't really know J. Cole, but I think Born Singer was an adaptation from Born Singer by J. Cole. And if I recall correctly, J. Cole, when he was younger, he danced to J. Cole's song, right? So that's where the connection. So J. Cole used to be a fan of J. Cole, and I'm very glad to see that they were able to do a piece together and how they met, like, and I think J. Cole in his lyrics also talk about, passing the crown to the next generation or passing the crown to whoever's next. So to me, I feel like he's he's acknowledging the hard work of J Hope, that he's acknowledging the talent of J Hope, but saying that yes, you're the next generation, and here I'm passing it to you. I don't know, it's just me. Okay, not saying that J Cole's retiring or anything like that, but this to me is a recognition that J Hope would really love to have. So now let's talk briefly about the lyrics. I'm not really good in lyric dissection, so but J Hope's portion mainly talk about his love for army, that he's doing everything for army. He dance, he walk, everything's for army. And it's a send off song telling people, telling army that he is going to go off to the military. Then, you we're gonna be fine on our own. And just take care of yourself. And where J. Cole's portion is talk about God. I think it's just like, I think overall that in general just telling us that trust yourself, do what you love to do, and trust that everybody is put on this earth for a reason. And we got to do and make the best of it. Whatever. Okay. Anyway, that was it for today. After all this nonsense, you have a wonderful day. Until next time. Bye.